One of the most violent and significant events in American history is rarely talked about in schools and never received widespread national media coverage. It's the Orangeburg Massacre. It took place February 8, 1968 on the campus of South Carolina State University, a historically black college in Orangeburg, South Carolina. 9 highway patrolmen opened fire on a group of South Carolina State and Claflin University students. 31 were shot, including 3 that were killed: Henry Smith, Samuel Hammond Jr., and Delano Middleton.
No one anticipated this, and when the shooting did occur, all hell broke loose and people ran literally for their lives, at least those who were still able to.
All students were unarmed and never fired on officers, in spite of conflicting reports from Governor McNair at that time. And all 9 highway patrolmen were acquitted by an all-white jury. I spoke with legendary civil rights activist Dr. Cleveland Sellers, who was shot during the Orangeburg Massacre, arrested, and the only person to serve time in prison for riot related to the protest 2 days before the shooting.
All of the officers that were involved in the shooting were promoted. And one of the officers ended up being head of the South Carolina Highway Patrol.
First, many people aren't even aware that this massacre happened. I mean, there are many people in South Carolina, younger people, older people, black people, white people, who are unaware that there was a shooting on the campus in 1968.
The events in Orangeburg never received the type of media coverage that the Kent State shooting received 2 years later in 1970, when National Guardsmen killed 4 students and injured 9 as they protested the Vietnam War. 11 days after that, there was a shooting at another HBCU, where law enforcement opened fire at midnight at Jackson State University, killing 2 students and injuring 12. Dr. Sellers pointed to a couple of reasons as to why the Orangeburg Massacre did not get the attention that it deserved.
Everything gets wiped out with King's assassination. That was one of the things. The other thing is that the governor made it not only a sin, but a criminal offense for anybody to say anything in the state of South Carolina about Orangeburg.
And here's a final thought from the Student Government Association president at South Carolina State University, Ms. Javonni Ayers.
But like I said, my generation, we take so much stuff for granted. We really do. We really do. And I'm forever grateful for their lives. I'm forever grateful for their lives.
For more information, be sure to grab a copy of the book, The Orangeburg Massacre by Jack Bass and Jack Nelson, and stay tuned on South Carolina State's website, where they have commemorative events every year in honor of the Orangeburg Massacre.